All right, we're live. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Hey, everyone. Hi, Facebook.
Yeah. How you going, Ness?
Wow.
Hey, Carly, what's going on?
Pretty good. Pretty excited about doing this live.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Hey, don't mind me and my gardener's like losing the plot with the whippersnipper, so I'm gonna mute and unmute. All right. So if you can't hear me, just go unmute or something. Okay.
Okay. We'll make it work. We will make it work.
Right.
So we thought we'd go live tonight. It's a very special evening. We are launching a very, very, very special program, the Next Tier Esports League, but we will talk a bit more about that later.
A few programs going, don't we?
We do have a few things on. I thought, first of all, I'd talk a bit about the supported streamer program. I've had a few people, I've been pushing out some packages through email, but if anyone is a streamer at home, gets their game on Twitch or YouTube or wherever you are, send me an email, carly@nexttier.com.au, and I can shoot you a package. We are trying to support our local streamers and grow the scene. We do have a Facebook page as well, Streaming and Content Creation NT, where you can meet other local streamers and ask questions, get tips, just feel the love.
It's great, guys. Yeah, no, look, it's really good, and we want to support you streamers out there that get out there and just provide content, because especially in these times now, guys, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are getting out there and streaming now, so why not partner with an esports org that's running some gaming events, which exposes you guys better and also gives us some love with what we're doing, so that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen my favourite football team, Collingwood Football Club, has joined Twitch, and they've had players playing Call of Duty this week, which has been pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's been some professional cyclists doing competitions just digitally, which is like
V8 Supercars.
Amazing.
V8
the supercars.
They're going literally esports with V8 Supercars. Formula One already doing it. Guys, the esports revolution is here. And we're bringing it to you from the Northern Territory. So, Ness, do you have any comments there, mate?
No, you guys are right on the money. So
we're covering all grounds here. So
covering all grounds, yep.
Yeah, look, very excited, guys. As Carly said, send us a message, and she'll get you an email, or carly@nexttier.com.au, and we'll or just reach out to us on Facebook, and we'll get you that pack. Pack's pretty cool. It comes with like some little logos that you can put on your stream. We've all done it for you. It lays out everything that you need to do. Sorry, I'm waffling on.
That's all right. That's all right. We're here to support you guys. Love all the streamers. I'm a streamer myself. I won't plug myself now, but you all probably know who I am. I think what else we need to talk about before we have our special guests on the show is some sort of fun online gaming, not tournaments, but just casual games we've been having week to week. We've been playing Fortnite on Tuesdays, so tomorrow, if you want to jump on Fortnite, jump on our Discord. We've got a great crew over there who love to jump in and have a few games of Fortnite on a Tuesday. And we've got the OnLAN on Friday. What are we playing this week, David?
So we're going to mix it up with a few games. I'm still actually deciding on which games to play, because I'm sort of trying to tie in OnLAN with some of the upcoming NTEL games that are coming up, which we will give you guys details on. But we'll announce what's going to be happening on Friday for you guys. So nothing is in concrete yet with the OnLANs, but just so you know, the OnLANs are a great way to get involved with the local gamers in Darwin. It's like meeting in a virtual place to play gaming with like-minded people, so you're not just playing randoms online. You can actually meet up with people in a dedicated server. So that's what it's about, guys. Stay tuned, we'll get you the info. But yes, tomorrow night, Fortnite. Stefan, our Fortnite volunteer, he's got to work, so I'll be running that tomorrow night, so be sure to jump on and play some Fortnite games. I'm getting better and better by 1% every time I
play.
So yes, I'm not...
That's all right. It takes practice. I've been playing for a while, and just recently I've been playing a lot of the Spy Games mode, and that is helping a lot. Like just being able to launch in and get straight into a battle without, the long hiding in bushes and trash cans like I normally do.
Yeah. So yeah, Fortnite guys, Fortnite is going to be happening weekly from now on, and so any friends that you know that play it, get involved because we want to get as many people. I can have up to 100 people in these servers. It is crazy. So I think we've picked about 20 so far. So we want to get those numbers up. So join us.
Yeah, that would be cool to get a full 100. That would be fun.
I don't see that happening, but we'll build it.
Never know. One day.
How's it been going for the previous sessions?
Yeah, well, we've been running. There's been a few. The thing is with the console players, they're a bit different to the PC players, so we got to find a means to communicate with them a bit better. So shout out to all you console players. We are working on a bit of a thing there, but what I would suggest you do is if you can download Discord on your phone, because there's a chat. You'll be able to just chat to us. We'll be able to tell you the game code and all that kind of thing. Because we're just trying to have it a bit hard on communicating. But Stefan, the man, shout outs to Stefan. He has all his mates on console that he finds a way to do it. So there is ways to do it. This is why we're doing it, so we can build the community and get it all happening. So, but it's been really good. Some good feedback. A lot of people having fun.
Nice. So I think we've got one of our Next Tier Esports League competitors on standby to join us and have a bit of a chat tonight.
Yep.
Do you guys want to tee up Lockie and get Lockie in on the chat?
Yep, I'll get him in now. Sorry, you guys can see my screen because I am live, so we're going to try and get Lockie in the screen now. So here we go.
How's my mic? Is it a bit too loud or anything like that?
No, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. Hey, Lockie, there he is.
Hello.
Lockie in the house. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. How's everyone else going?
Pretty good. So, Lockie, what are you playing this year in NTEL? Have you got some plans?
I believe if it's got FGC in front of it, I'm playing it.
Okay.
What does that stand for?
Fighting game community. The big ones at the moment, which you'll probably hear a lot of throughout this call, is Smash Brothers is going to be a big one, and then Tekken 7 is also going to be a big one, and then we got Street Fighter as well, which I think is going to be very high quality.
Good competition, eh? So what do you think you're best at? What's your favorite?
Right now, probably Tekken 7. I'm enjoying it the most. Balance patch just came out, buffed my main character. Makes life a lot easier, I have to say.
We did a test stream the other day and he bodied me.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I thought I was going to go on and flex on him and it was just not great.
Actually, I think I did see a bit of that. That was awesome, man. Your Hwarang is just out of this world now, man.
It could be better. Working on it.
So have you been practicing a fair bit, or?
I would say rather than practicing, because no one's got time for that really at the moment, I've been reading up a lot more on quite a few more things, because Tekken 7 was always sort of the game that I picked up. Never played any Tekken before this. Picked up Tekken because you guys back in the days of running local tournaments at the LAN cafe, you were kind of struggling on Tekken players, so I was like, yeah, whatever, it's a fighting game, I'll play it. So I played it and went, yeah, this is actually all right. And then I sort of just skipped all the learning steps and just went straight to, this is cool, let's do this. And that's worked for way too long. And I get away with things that I absolutely should not get away with. So I've sort of taken a back step and gone, all right, let's actually go read what should I use on block, what should I use here, what should I use there, rather than pressing buttons.
That's good. Back to basics.
It's a hard game, I gotta say.
There is a lot of data. Thankfully, there's character discords, game discords. One of the things that I've been looking through, which I kind of regret now that I've started it, and it's a 68-page long document detailing every single one of Hwarang's moves, options, and when to use them. And I looked at it and went, yeah, I got time at work. And I haven't
I wouldn't admit that on live.
So you actually are studying the characters.
At lunches.
At lunchtime, all right.
That's dedication right there. That is dedication, man. Next NTEL champ. You might be looking at him right now.
Maybe he's been warming up. So besides playing all the fighting games, are you doing anything else to help out on the tournament side this year?
As far as I'm concerned, if someone needs help, I'm there. I feel like my priority is going to be casting when I'm not playing, because I feel like I quite enjoy casting, especially the fighting games as a whole. Some of them you can admire on a deep level. Like Street Fighter is if you've got some knowledge of the game, you watch something happen, you can understand like how much effort and how much skill and technical ability it takes to do that thing. Tekken's a lot more of that sort of, oh, I don't know a ton about it. Something happened, it looked cool as hell. And you don't really need to understand the subtleties that are there. Although, that being said, there are a couple of those. There's always that sort of level of play in Tekken. And then Smash Brothers is everybody's probably played it, seen it, heard about it at least. And so that is 100% what I like to call a spectator sport. You can know nothing, sit down, watch it, have a good time. Doesn't really matter. There's always some interesting things happen.
Nice. Do you have any predictions on who the champs might be this year? Do you reckon you might be in the running?
Look, if it's Street Fighter, no. Street Fighter, I'm there. It's sort of my fourth tier of fighting game. I can only play so many. Fighting games do take a lot of time to play at a high level. A lot of mechanics transfer across games. My favorite games that I play don't really transfer to Street Fighter that well. And Street Fighter is very, very technical. But like,
having said that, he's been in the top 4 for a lot of the previous NTEL seasons, so he's doing something right.
Well, yeah, cheers. But then I just get bodied by the top 3, so that's fine. I'm expecting that to happen. But as long as
you never know.
Yeah, my whole real goal is to look at the top 3 and see when I can steal games off them. Right? You start small. If I can win a game here, win a game there, eventually you start winning sets. Right? That's for Street Fighter. I'm pretty sure Bernie's going to take that one away. Ian is, which you'll hear from later, putting in a ton of time. He's actually, before this whole COVID-19 thing came down, was traveling a lot for tournaments internationally as well. He's gotten a lot better very quickly. So I think Bernie's started to pick up the game a bit more, get some skill back. For Tekken 7, as long as Ness stops sandbagging, Ness can take that one out.
What does that even mean?
It means you're not playing to your best when you pick characters like Negan and Noctis
thanks, Lucky.
and AK. Bro, your AK's trash, don't at me.
Hey, it's an online season this year. There are a couple of really top players from down south.
That is true. I did forget about that. Thanks for reminding me. Luna, you'll very swiftly see, is very good. Also, to help him out, is no one else in the world plays his dumbass character. So I've played it like only against him when we've played some casuals online. I've never played it outside of that. No one ever plays it, so that's going to be very, very interesting for a lot of people, I think, because Tekken is very, very focused around knowing what the other character can do, and when you don't know what the other character can do, you got some problems to deal with. And then Super Smash Brothers, I believe, is probably the tightest in terms of the, I could pick the top 8, but I couldn't pick the top 4. Right, so I think there's 8 people there that could easily make the top 8, and then your top 4, you could probably narrow it down to 1 or 2 maybes, but Smash is a very moment-to-moment type fighting game. Like, you can be 2 stocks ahead, and then all of a sudden you lose. And certain things can just happen because you don't have to drain a life bar to 0. You can literally end someone at 10%. And all of a sudden you're back to even. So I feel like that is a very big sort of, as I said, leads to the hype and big comebacks happen. That's where you sort of get that energy from in Smash, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it will be interesting to see as being an online tournament this year, whether we get any, sneaky interstaters come up and give us a run for our money. On
Friday night, I know Street Fighter got some love Friday night, but I had 2 guys, ex-volunteer Ethan and his housemate, pretty keen on Super Smash. So there's 2 new ones just from that little stream we did on Friday. So we'll see what happens with Super Smash.
I feel like you'll get the most characters crawling out of the woodwork for Smash. As I said, everyone's played it. It's a ton of fun. It's easy to pick up. It's one of the few fighting games where you can pick up and play. Whereas Street Fighter, I feel personally, you need to take a little bit of time to get used to. And Tekken, I sort of picked up and played it. Didn't do well, but after I put 4 hours in, which really isn't that long, I all of a sudden knew my 3 combos and how to do them, and then that started becoming fun.
Nice.
Cool. Excellent.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, Lockie. We've got to shoot off and talk to Ian now as well. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming along.
See you,
It's
Lockie.
been great talking to
Thanks
you.
for your time,
Thanks,
mate.
mate.
See you later.
See you soon.
Bye.
All right.
All right.
Before we move on from that, I need to shout out to the rest of Australia. So we got Luna from Victoria, looking like he's going to participate in the NTEL.
Nice.
I'm in some discussions with the Blade of Pakistan over in ACT and some other people from ACT, Rage Art Master from WA and some of the WA boys, and definitely Ambu Prototype and a few other boys over in Queensland. So there's definitely a few people. And then the Smash community and Street Fighter community also talking to their own fighting game genres, and they also have interstate interest as well. So just shout out to everyone who's watching. Look forward to competing with you guys this year.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. If you do jump on, it'd be great to see us involved.
All right.
All right.
Beautiful. Do we have Ian standing by?
I believe we do. I think we're a little bit over, but we should be able to get him on. Give me one
That's
sec,
all
guys.
right.
Not related
Hello
to
to
Lockie, I
everyone.
believe.
Hello to everyone in chat too. It's so different doing this live. Like, we got to think about so many different things. Normally we just screw up and say let's start over, but we can't do that. We can't do that.
It's all
this
good. I
Screw
think we're doing
up.
all right.
Screw
Since
up.
when do we ever screw up?
What
I'm perfect.
bloopers? What are you? What are you talking about?
Ian, my man, how
Hey.
you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Pretty good.
How you going, Ian?
Thanks.
Yeah, good. What's happening?
Oh,
We just had
well,
to Lockie. What are
yeah,
your rivals?
just Lockie. Now, I've met you a few times, but I don't really know your story. You started midway through the season last year, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm actually from Canada, and I moved to Darwin in April of last year. So that's kind of why I came in a little bit late. Was starting a new job here. So yeah, I was playing. I mostly play Street Fighter 5. I was playing that back in Canada, in Vancouver and in Calgary at Vancouver Street Battle and the Fighting Game Club of Calgary, which are both really great organizations back home.
Nice.
And then, yeah, wanted to continue that on. I was kind of afraid when I moved here, not really knowing whether there was any sort of FGC going or not. It was, arrived and then found there was. So it was, yeah, pretty great to get involved, and been just going from there ever since.
What do you find the competition like between us and back in Canada? Is it pretty on par, or is it?
Be kind, Ian. Be kind.
I'll be kind, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it really depends, like there's players all over Australia, right? And we're in a pretty small region. So in any given place, you're only going to find a handful of players who are that like really top level talent, which I wouldn't put myself in at this point. But, in Calgary, we only had one Grandmaster ranked player in the whole city, pretty much. There might be one in a neighboring city, and that's about it. So it's kind of surprising to me that we actually have the quality of talent that we do, given how small the area is.
Yeah.
But being that this is all online, we can compete with all over the country, and some people will say further than further than Australia. The quality from Darwin to outside of Australia connections are not so good. But I know some people down south that have gotten some pretty good results there. So it's just helping to, I guess, network the community across state borders, international borders. It's really an interesting time to be taking part in this.
Yeah, nice. And you're not just a competitor this year, are you? You're helping out with some streaming as well. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So I have a bit of experience with this because I run online beginners tournaments already. So taking some of that and building on some of the tech I learned there. And so helping build a stream setup for NTEL in OBS, which is the open broadcasting software, I think, which I think everyone here is familiar with. But if anyone watching doesn't know, it's like the free multi-platform software that a lot of people use for streaming. So spent a bit of time just building layouts with your gameplay cameras, get your tournament brackets and all that, and just transition between them. So it's a pretty flexible setup, and just helping out with some of the tech and maybe running some brackets as well.
Yeah, we do appreciate that, man. It's great to have you on board, and it's always good to have someone with passion getting involved in this, and just yeah.
It was definitely a major improvement, I must say. During the Street Fighter test that we ran last Friday, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive and almost akin to much like organizations running these types of events. So massive props to Ian. Don't know if we could have done it without you, mate. So thank you very much.
I think, yeah, giving Mitch some shout outs as well. Mitch, thank you for your help as well, mate.
Thanks, Mitch.
He let us use his PC, and he actually did pretty well. I was actually impressed so much that I commented of his shoutcasting. I was actually, wow. I got
Props
a glimpse.
to Mitch.
I got a
Magnet
glimpse
Man,
of it.
his new IGN, Magnet Man.
That's got to be the nicest PC I've ever worked with for setting this kind of stuff up. It's a great setup.
Nice. So last year you did quite well. Do you think you're going to do better this year? Do you reckon you're going to take it out?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
You've got the whole season this year, so
yeah. Well, Bernie's going to be the biggest competition, same as last year. But we play a little more regularly now that we know each other. So our set last night was he won at 5-3. But yeah. But 5-3 is better than 5-1, which is probably where it was at the start of last season, or if not 5-0, right? So really coming along. So hopefully I can work on that throughout the season and make that last push this time.
Nice.
Awesome,
It'll be really interesting to watch.
Did you watch his interview last episode of What's Next?
No, I got to catch up on last episode. What did he say?
You better watch it, and you better listen to his comments about you. So
yeah, all right.
Nothing bad.
That's good. Yeah.
Awesome. Does anyone have any other questions while we have Ian here? Well, we're good.
Well, look, Ian, I think the one thing that I do want to ask you is last year a lot of the events were running from Mendel Beach Casino, or formerly Sky City.
Yeah.
That removes all of the latency issues. We now, as a result of COVID, we have to go online. We've transitioned entirely online. After last Friday's test, what is your feeling with the upcoming transition to an online season?
I think that we can do it. It's going to vary a lot game to game based on what the netcode is built for by the developers. For Street Fighter, it's not too bad. It's the fastest moves in that game are 3 frames, so it's 1/20th of a second. Yeah. So
yeah.
The online experience is never going to be as good as the offline, but the difference being, if you have it online, you can get more people to play in it because they don't have to leave the house. So. Yeah. We went from maybe a 4 or 5 person bracket to an 8 person bracket just by moving to online. So I think if the goal is community engagement, for everybody to have a fun time, it's really nice to see everyone in person. But I think we can definitely achieve something this year without being able to do that.
Well said.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks, Ian. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks
Cheers.
for joining us.
See you later, man.
See you soon online.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I think we better address some of the chat before we move on.
Yeah, all right. I've been trying to read that too. I just didn't
launch.
want to look rude and look at my phone.
Yeah.
So, damn. Oh, which? All right. You want to go top from bottom? We can do shout outs as we're doing it. So shout out to Noah Foster, Gene Pagat, I think that's how you say your last name. Callum Dunkley.
Gene wants to play Counter-Strike. Do you have any Counter-Strike on the cards, David?
Ooh, see, Counter-Strike is one of those first-person games. It was like, I looked at them all and went, oh, which one are we going to do? Because Counter-Strike is a very, well, I'd say, in my opinion, the most competitive FPS to date. The problem is, though, is we had issues with, well, there's a few things that PCs that people had weren't as good as others, so there's people complaining that other people had an advantage by playing against someone with a top-notch PC. So we had that to contend with, and yeah, we just couldn't get the numbers like with a few other games. So unfortunately, we had to park it. Not necessarily say we don't want to do it. We just had to focus on the ones that we did have the numbers for. That's why games like the fighting game community have been so strong, because they've had those consistent numbers. But we do want to see first-person shooters. My little strategy of getting these up and running is through the online community gathering events that we have. So you never know, if we can get enough people with CS:GO, I'd love to do like an online LAN party on LAN. So yeah, look, appreciate the feedback. If you guys ever want to see us do anything, if we are capable of doing it, we'll definitely look at it. I definitely do not discard anything. Actually, I go a bit overboard and over try to do everything, as these two will tell you.
He does. He does.
There's no idea off even in my mind that. But yeah, CS:GO. I don't think it's going to be involved in this year's NTEL. However, I would like to see the CS:GO community come forward and want to do some games. And if you can just let me know if there's a group of yous, happy to get some going. So hopefully that answers your question, if I've answered that correctly.
Oh, Rocket League, Chris, yes. Sean was on What's Next a few weeks ago. How long ago was that? Feels like a while.
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago. Maybe we need to bring you back, Sean.
He's coming in next week.
Oh, next week. Okay.
He's coming in next week. He's going to do a rehash of the NTEL arrangements for Rocket League. He's got a promo video in the background. He's going to be pushing that. He's going to give the full updated details on how to register and what he's got cooking up for the Rocket League season. So next episode of What's Next is going to have the boys from the Rocket League team.
Man, Rocket League is hot. I mean, if you see the shoutcasting that I've done for that game, I'm talking about shoutcasting. My shoutcasting's terrible. But the games are insane. I don't want
Grand final last year was like...
Yeah, look, there's a
intense.
promo video I might surprise you with soon. I've got it sort of lined up. I'll just tell you. But that you can see how exciting the Rocket League is. It's just so off the chain. We're going to get lots of viewers, hopefully, for that. And it's just a fun game to watch. It's a fun game to play, and I'm so thankful that we got a strong community with that as well. So shout out to the Rocket League boys, Sean and Todd.
Shout out to everyone
in the Rocket League. I mean, yeah, this is going to be great, and we are looking at ways to involve everyone as more of a community developed season. Which I'm sure Sean will go through next week with how that will work. So, yeah. Any other questions?
I did see Andrew wants a free Paul's Iced coffee. I'm keen. Do you know that?
Andrew. No.
I want free Paul's Iced coffee.
Let me say something about that. No, I haven't. I got to confirm things with Andrew, but Andrew's actually. We potentially. I got to confirm it, but we potentially have sponsorship with Paul's. I'm still confirming things. So
okay, nothing confirmed.
I'm still waiting on an email back. I think I got to make a call to him, but you can expect some giveaways on stream. If you tune in as a viewer, we're going to be giving away some free iced coffee and some stuff like that. So to be confirmed. I'm not going to confirm anything right now. It will be out. But while I'm on the subject, guys, we've had sponsors lining up, and do you reckon Ness will shout out to them now?
Yes. Yes, good stuff.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we get sponsors lined up for NTEL. We've got Slap-On Prints. Slap-On Prints do like these prints on your t-shirt.
We're going to be getting some new shirts.
New shirts and merchandise. There'll be like special member. Hey, how you doing? Whoever that was.
Don't worry, that was Anthony. He doesn't know we're live.
Easy, man. So yeah, look, shout out to Slap-On Prints. All these sponsors, by the way, will if you sign up we'll give you the details very soon on the NTEL Challenger Pass, which all these members will get access to all those great discounts, including Slap-On Prints, 10% off merchandise there, which is cool. And we've just had Origin Kebabs once again join us, so they're going to give us 15% off. Or Origin Kebabs, go get some takeaway from Gateway Shopping Centre.
Support local.
Support local, and we got some more coming on board as well. So I'm just finalising things. That's sort of what I'm doing in the business of things behind the scenes.
Maintain social distancing.
And yes, make sure you maintain social distancing, guys, and support local business as best you can. getting your takeaway. But yeah, sort of a few messages at once. Then I just go on message
That's
crazy.
okay.
But
That's
yeah,
all right.
we'll update you on the. Oh, sorry, and Thirsty
There's
Zach.
also
has
Thirsty
just come
Zach.
on board.
Thirsty
Thirsty
Zach.
Zach. Shout out. And Ness ran out of time. He was going to get a Thirsty Zach and get one, but we will get one for next time. We'll be sipping on the Thirsty Zacks. But shout out to Zach and Diana for supporting us there. And
Thank you.
we'll be sending some customers your way through our streams and supporting local again. So if you're ever down at Waterfront, go see the guys at Thirsty Zach, and they will look after you.
More to come. More to come.
More to
obviously.
come. More to come. More to come. All right.
So people can sign up now. We're ready. We're launching.
Yes.
This is it.
It's April, everyone. It is April. It is go time. And Next Tier Esports League 2020 is happening. Yeah. They did say that, things are going to shut down. We're going to have a gap year of esports. Nope. Esports is getting stronger. People are getting involved. Sponsorship is going on as well because, there's no the traditional sports have gone into hiatus at the moment because they can't go on the field and do traditional sports. So esports is getting a lot of attention right now. So basically,
I think I'd just like to say, David, I'd like to say to the people that are watching, a lot of the efforts that you're putting in and a lot of the volunteers that are helping you push this community, pushing the league, this is all not for profit. Even though you are a profit business, you're running it at break even, if not at cost.
Yeah.
And you're really doing this for the community. So I think people need to acknowledge and realize that a lot of the effort that you're putting in is not for your own gain. So hopefully people realize that.
I appreciate that, guys. And look, it's never been about me. I started this to give you guys something to, because no one was doing it. Like, someone had to do it, and I've just been holding the torch and carrying it. But I've got a lot of people behind me. Ness, Carly, the volunteers, everyone's helping. It's all for growing the scene, growing the community. And we're doing lots of things. We're supporting local business now as well. We're supporting government initiatives. We're doing so much, and I've got a lot of people to thank. But don't have time for that right now. But thank you, everyone.
Join us. Become a member.
That's right, guys.
Nexttier.com.au. Jump over. So become a member. When you become a member, you can sign up and compete.
That's right.
Whatever game you want.
That's right, guys. So just give you a quick little version. So basically, for $20, you'll get access to a Challenger Pass. Now, this Challenger Pass will be a special membership-only section on the website that will get you access to every single tournament that we're going to be running through this year. So $20, you get them all. You don't have to pay $20 continuously for another one. It's just once off. You get access to the discounts. You get access to all the tournaments. I'll list them out. So fighting games, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. For MOBA, we're going to have League of Legends. League of Legends makes its return this year, guys. It's going to be epic. Shoutouts to Chris Pilling, Liam Pollock over in League of Legends are helping us out with that. So League of Legends, teams of 5. Rocket League. So Rocket League's going to go off as well. All these games you get access for just $20, which will help us with things like trophies to buy for everyone, all right? So, it's going to be awesome. We're also giving you guys...
On top of that, you have all the other stuff, David. So you obviously, you've worked in sponsorship benefits. You're working with the sponsors, local business. So members will have access to those discounts. On top of that, you also have access to the Steam voucher that you're going to give away on What's Next with Next Year once a month.
Once a month giveaways, guys. It's going to be awesome.
You'll be in that running. There's also merch that David's working on, cooking on the background. Thanks.
Some new shirts on the way.
He's working with Snap-on Prints to get custom merch out, so you're going to get discounts to that when David sorts that out. And on top of that, there's also, if there are live events, obviously COVID preventing it, there's quite a few things preventing live events, but anything, when it kicks off again, if we're allowed to do live events again, David will be giving all the members discounts across his entire business platform. So karaoke and events. So
karaoke events. We got events. So guys, the Wave Pool movies, they're pretty much tipped to happen soon, but everything's on hold because of what's happening. But if you are a Next Tier member, and I've got record of you being a Next Tier member, you will get a discount to the Wave Pool movies, okay? So I promise you, you've got this on file right now. You will get that as part of the package. So, guys, all I can say is just support us.
Whoa. Subject to things being approved.
I can't. It's everything's on hold at the moment. So, But when that does come a reality again, expect there to be some awesome things. But guys, become a challenger pass. Become a challenger. Get yourself a challenger pass, and there'll be steps on the website. You register for that. You pay the $20, and then you register. You get the membership section, and all systems go. In May, we launch the games, and we'll be building up things throughout this month to build up hype, to get people interested. We'll be also doing some on-land parties with different games. I think the LoL guys, League of Legends guys, they want to do an on-land for League. The guys from Rocket League want to do an on-land for Rocket League. So that's what we want to see. We want to see new people getting involved. And same with fighting game. The fighting games are getting more interest. It's just going to be an insane season, guys. It's going to be awesome. Very exciting.
It's going to be great. And this has been a great episode. We've had 2 special guests. We've been live. We haven't had any bloopers. Look at us go. This is amazing.
We should do it like this all the time, I reckon.
We should do it like this all the time. Hey, you know what, David? I reckon let's run it. Run the promo vid. Do it.
All right, guys. So here you go. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. And this is your little surprise. And thank you for joining us. We're off. Yeah. More information to come. Here is a special sneak peek of the NTEL 2020. Thank you.
Oh wow! The first death.